Oh, he just went low. He's in his head. He's in his head. He's open. His head wide open. Cracked open in the face.
And welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, everybody. It's Mario Man 2100, and we're back again in Halloween Town. So it's been, I think, about a week since I last played the game. Last time we headed into exploring more of Oogie's Manor, taking on Lock, Shock and Barrel. Taking on Heartless and also taking on Oogie Boogie for the first time, and running away from the second phase fight, which is really fucking good to save. And yeah, I edited that video, like the 2 episodes back to back, immediately after recording it, probably about an hour after at most. And no joke, I think the Lock, Shock and Barrel battles, like the battle, took like half an hour to beat just on its own. Which is really fucking crazy. That it took like half an hour, and it took Oogie Boogie, it took one try, and Lock, Shock and Barrel, which admittedly it's more annoying than bad. I think the reason why it took me so long to do that is because one, there's three targets, 3 little small little targets that damn hard to hit sometimes. Nice hit, guys. Well done. 3 fast little targets to hit, but also, you know, Oogie Boogie is an easier fight, and it's a much bigger room for starters. It can sneak up on you a little bit, but it's not too bad. Yeah, so we're getting a little bit of experience before we go into the fight, as you can see, because we've still got like about a couple of rooms to go. And if you're wondering why there was some downtime between some of the tries when it comes to boss fights and stuff, and I'm a little bit distant, sometimes it is because I am looking at my phone, because I'm talking to one of my friends that I talk to a lot, my friend Talia, and I talk to her a lot, and sometimes, like, especially since she lives out of town compared to me living in town, I talk to her on Snapchat and stuff like that all the time. Frame rate, again, takes a dip. Now I will say, like, Kingdom Hearts is pretty consistent at trying to keep the 60 frames, especially in, I think partly maybe like the 30 frames per second problem, like the 60 frames per second problem of the PS4 version, is a problem because the original games, like the original Kingdom Hearts games, were only 30 frames per second. Up until Kingdom Hearts 3, where that was natively 60. a lot of the time, and 0.2, which with PlayStation 4 Pro was enhanced to 60 frames per second. We're gonna get Heartless here. It's always the case. You could never go through Curly Hill without Heartless showing up. It's even in Kingdom Hearts 2. It's the same deal. God damn. Jump over the gravestone, please. Or headstone, as they call it. But yeah, considering that these games are more... It's probably the reason why they have slowed down in particular is probably because of the 60 frames more than the 30 frames, because they run fine. Like the original games ran fine. I don't think I've seen any real frame drops when it comes to the original game. And that's because they were originally native 30 frames per second. Ow. They weren't native 60 as something like Kingdom Hearts 3 is. Got him! Snipe. God, that one went into stun impact and bam! Exploded. So yeah, considering that these are 30 frames per second games, like originally, now of course, you know, the 1.5, 2.5 remix on the PS4, of course they've been enhanced to 60 frames, which is good, because I believe the PS3 versions, I think, were still only 30 frames per second. I don't know why I'm getting so many blocks all of a sudden. Yeah, I think getting out of the corner, I think partly it's the terrain that's giving me a bad situation, because there was a situation where I was hitting the pumpkins for like 6 times. See, look at that! Like, I got blocked like 3 or 4 times in that string. Jeez, and I'm only just getting to him with high jump. God. Go, Jack. Nicely done, guys. Well done. I got a white Trinity mark there. But yeah, considering this was natively 30 frames per second, not 60. Oh yeah, you can lift these up and throw them. And they'll actually be bombs. So I think in the original, yeah, I was going to say, I'm not sure if it's still the case anymore, but in the original game, those pumpkins that you could see on the ground, some of those would be bombs that you could hit and destroy. Ow. Ow. God damn, Jack, well done. Wait. The platform's going up and down. I'm not sure if my stun impact did that, or when Jack went absolutely ape on Heartless, he managed to set fire to it by accident. Yeah, just gotta be careful with stun impact, because it will set off the pumpkin traps. But what you can do is actually throw the pumpkin traps at the Heartless, and it actually does damage them, like it damages us. So it could be used as a trap to kind of trap the Heartless in and get damage off. But it's funny because like consistently it's like, oh yeah, it's only the Keyblade that can really hurt the Heartless in in the opening sequence, and we get Donald and Goofy throwing magic and shields and stuff that affect them. And now you got Jack with no weapon at all, just beating all this armor down. I am consistently getting it like twice in a row when it comes to stun impacts. Like, I don't know how I consistently... Like, that's 4 in a row. Like I said, it's like it's a 20% chance. It's a 20% chance of stun impact going off, which means the percentage is 30% every, like 30 or 20% every single time you throw a combo. So the fact that I get that 4 times means that I got that percentage 4 times in a row. I managed to get the minority percentage out of the combos 4 times in a row. Like, I don't know how, like, sometimes my luck can be really good, and then sometimes my luck can be really, really, really shit in this game. Like, you can even see in this playthrough, I've died to bosses that I really shouldn't be dying to, or get, like, into a really, really bad situation. Like, I mean, One Shot the Barrel, I will admit that boss fight is difficult, and it is difficult because it's very complex, it has a lot of moving parts to it, and it can be very hard to manage like three opponents at once, especially with the locking system, like the targeting system in this game sometimes. And getting like ganged up on by enemies. But at the same time, the amount of times I died, yes, okay, I did have Leaf Racer, but to be fair, in the original game, I didn't really have that until like late game, I think, my first playthrough, or my second playthrough of the game, so like... Guys, I'm using all my magic. That's off right nice. Jesus Christ. Twice, and I got the tech bonus off it twice, and got stun impact as well. That's pretty consistent. Okay, so I'm gonna... No, okay, I'm not gonna use that now. So I'm gonna go in my items, I'm gonna use Cottage, because I don't think we can heal up before that. Okay, I can actually put one more. Fire resist. Actually, firing might actually work better in this boss battle. Just because... Okay, we're gonna go back to the 3 wishes because actually we'll have more damage. So yeah, so firing and 3 wishes. We don't have any more AP, do we? I have 4. Is there something I can take off? take off Slapshot because then we can put on Leaf Bracer. So Leaf Bracer is really good, so enemies won't actually break your cure ability when you're using it on yourself. So if you cast a heal spell, the animation will go through each and every single time if you're healing yourself. So Cheer would actually be good in this battle. Actually, you know what? I'll put Evolution on because I've never actually really used Evolution before. And Donald's fully maxed out on 18. But yeah, I've never actually used Evolution before. I don't think I've ever used that ability. And partly it actually would be good for this battle because if I end up healing, what it'll do is that if it'll give me 30 HP, which will still be pretty good. And considering it'd be almost a full heal for Donald if we had him in there, but it'd have a consistent heal. Is that for everybody, or is that just for one? To the entire party. So that's including Goofy. So that's about a half heal for Jack and Goofy, and it'll also be almost a full heal for me. So it's about 3/4 for me, which is actually pretty good. But I do lose MP though. I just noticed I lost 1 bar of MP. With 3 wishes on. I forgot about that. Okay. Let's try again. So round 2 against Oogie Boogie number 2. So that's 1. I don't know how the hell I managed to get that one. Got the fireball back at it. Yeah, so I'll get... I was gonna try and aim to get that orb back down when I come back down from this, but I'll take it out now. So I gotta remember that Oogie Boogie sprays out darkness after I take this one out. After this one, so this is number 4. Take out number 4, it'll... Jeez, I was lucky that the gargoyle... The gargoyle was lucky that he wasn't right there. Okay. Not the fireball then. Looks like Goofy used evolution there. And there we go, that's the boss fight. So I think there was only 7 orbs, I think, on my count there. I might have miscounted, but I'm pretty sure there was only 7 there. But yeah, the boss fight can be pretty easy. I will admit, this boss fight can be pretty easy. So sometimes you can get really, really bad luck with some of the attacks in this boss fight. And as you can see, Oogie Boogie is falling apart, and the mana is gone, as you can see now. So originally, in the original game, like I was saying in the previous episodes, there was a red Trinity mark in here that if you wanted full 100% completion, you had to do before you got to this boss fight. If you got to this boss fight, since you can't really go back, so we got Gravira. Considering that we can't go back
Why didn't I listen to you?
to the mana, we can't get 100% completion because the red Trinity mark would be lost forever in the original game. Final Mix thankfully changed that, and we'll get to see where it is. And we get this, and we get Pumpkinhead, which I believe is actually one of the better Keyblades in the game. I think it's actually one of the best ones from the original game. So yeah, so that is Halloween Town. We've concealed the keyhole here. So, shouldn't get any heart this morning. It won't be until we come back later. But while I'm here, I'm gonna get so Lock, Shock, and Barrel all come back here. Quiet is boring, so they're gonna be tricksters. Not now, anyway. So at least they're actually. It's kind of a little bit of character building from Barrel. You get some context. It's like I don't actually like pranks, but I just don't feel like being left out. And at least Shock's being truthful. It's like, yeah, we're not doing anything bad yet. Okay, so Pumpkinhead, 26 strength and 4 magic. So it has a long reach and the ability to deal a string of critical blows. But that's it. I love the design of this Keyblade, I will say. And I will change to it because it actually is preferably one of my favorite Keyblades in the game. It's definitely one of my favorites from the original game. In fact, actually, apart from the Kingdom Key, I think it actually might, of the original Keyblades in this game, I think it actually might be my favorite. Because I never really got the Ultimate Weapon in the original game. I never worked that out. Because as I've seen the Ultimate Weapon in Kingdom Hearts 2, there is one for Kingdom Hearts 1 as well, and the design looks fantastic. But yeah, I never really got it for the first game. And now it's actually called the Mana Ruins. So yeah, as you can see, like, look at this whole area. You get a nice little chest here where the guillotine is. And you get Dalmatians. So they nearly got skewered by a door. By a guillotine door. And then you've got the roof of the manor, which, yeah, you would think would be hiding something in there, but there isn't. But yeah, that Trinity Mark was gone, but it was moved to this wall. And I think from memory, I think it might have been in one of the cages before. And we get a mithril shard for our troubles. But yeah, we follow the river. Go back to the bridge area. Goofy phase through a platform now, as you noticed. I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try and jump for this again. God damn it, Sora. Damn it, Sora. Let's see where where I'm going. Okay, no, well, I'll come back for it later. We've got more abilities to get, so like I'll get that later. Now, I think there's a couple of treasure chests in here as well. Stand on the corner of this platform here. Yeah, jump on this side. Can I jump on this side? I can consistently jump on this side of the platform. Yeah, I don't know why I was not grabbing onto it the first time. We get a power up, which actually is a good item. So it's basically the... And I can't quite get that just yet. But I'll use that power up while I'm here. Raising my strength by 1. Go back to the gummy ship. And we're Pumpkin Prince because the Pumpkin King, of course, is Jack Skellington. So he can't be the king, so we have to be the prince. Yeah, I'm just messaging my friend now. Excuse me. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Oh, no, I didn't want to. At least we could do that, thank God. Okay, warp drive. Venture out once again. I just realised I got the inverted controls on. Is that default in Kingdom Hearts 1? The gummy ship is default to inverted controls when it comes to Y-axis? Yeah, all sorts of asteroids here. It must be like a full-on asteroid belt. red one actually died. See, the red panels actually take a lot of beating to actually bust open. So I'm really surprised that it actually opened up with the laser. I'm just noticing like a glint in the corner of my eye, and it's because I'm actually like I can see in the corner of my eye, like down low, some of the very shiny lighting in the game is actually shining off my PS4 logo on top of the console. So it's actually shining like bright white, and I'm thinking, what the hell is going on? It's some of the brighter colors and lights actually reflecting off my console. See, once we get more lasers, it might actually work out a lot better. Very consistent in getting some of these higher grade gummy ships out of the way. But this is like our regular lasers are not too great. They're good enough. But the laser is a lot better than our shooter, our actual gummy ship gun. And now we have a new world, and oh boy, Red Atlantica. Let's disembark. Actually get a cutscene beforehand. Land where in the sea will drown. Well, for Sora, that makes a lot of sense of him saying that, because it's like, where are we going to land? It's the sea. And this is where we actually get, like, the costume difference makes sense, because we're actually using Donald's magic.